besides being one of the greatest rock singers of all time. Robert Plant is a musician who knows how to make the most of the wealth he has accumulated during his career. But have you ever wondered how this artist lives today? In this video, you'll find out what Robert Plant's luxurious life is like. Career. Born in 1948 in the West Midlands region of England, Robert Anthony Plant, better known as Robert Plant, is the lead singer of the rock band Led Zeppelin. Having developed a passion for the blues as a teenager, his music career began at the age of 16 when he joined a series of bands. But it was when Jimmy Page invited him to join the Yardbirds that his career took off, as the band later took the Led Zeppelin lineup and became one of the most acclaimed bands of the 70s. Acting as the band's songwriter and vocalist since its foundation, Robert Plant became a huge rock star alongside his bandmates. Among the group's most famous songs are Whole Lotta Love, Kashmir, Stairway to Heaven, among many others. Robert Plant remained with Led Zeppelin until they split up in 1980. From then on, he launched other projects alongside Jimmy Page, while also dedicating himself to his successful solo career. With such a long track record of success, Robert Plant has amassed an immense fortune and can now enjoy a very comfortable life. Properties in England. Robert Plant is an artist who doesn't usually skimp when it comes to choosing where to live. In England, the musician has lived in many properties over the decades, such as his childhood home, which is located in the Halesowen area of the West Midlands. Another property he lived in the 1970s, during Led Zeppelin's early years, is called Jennings Farm and is located in the village of Blakeshall. From records made at the time, it can be seen that Robert Plant loved living on the estate, which seemed to offer a lot of fun and tranquility for the musician, who always loved rural life and being in contact with animals. Although Jennings Farm offered a lot of comfort for Robert Plant, it is not known how much he spent on living at this address. The musician's main property in England is in the Shatterford area of Worcestershire, which is close to the Wyre Forest. As he spends most of his time at the property, there is not much information about it, except that like his other properties, it is away from the city, surrounded by lots of greenery, and has a beautiful maze-like garden. The price of the property is unknown, but the average value of properties in the region is £1.4 million, the equivalent of more than $1.7 million. In addition to this location, there is speculation that he has a property in Epping Forest, in Essex, which is supposedly worth £4 million. Real estate in Wales. Musician Robert Plant is known for having lived in many places around the UK. In Wales, on the outskirts of Machynlleth, for example, one of his best-known houses is called Bron Yr O'r. The remote country house was built in the 18th century and has a rustic stone structure with more than 1,500 square feet of interior space. Although simple, its location away from the city and stunning surroundings inspired the musician in several hits he co-wrote alongside his Led Zeppelin bandmates throughout the 70s. This ended up making Bron Yr O'r a very famous property, as it was the birthplace of some of the most acclaimed rock songs of all time. Today, the site is private property, but it once belonged to a family who preserved the originality of the house and lived only on renewable resources, which allowed them to save up to $16,000 a year. And because it was a historic property, fans could go on retreats there, which cost between $427 and $569. As for the value of the property, it was sold in 2016 for £200,000. Another property where Robert lived in the country is called the Argode and is located in the village of Pennolt, in the Monmouthshire region, on an 11-acre plot with lush gardens. It is an 1860s Victorian house with a 2-story stone structure and 18th century doors and windows. And although it's yet to be known how much the property is worth, it's probably not cheap. House in the United States. Many people wonder what Robert Plant's property looked like in the United States. It is believed that the singer owned a charming property in the city of Austin, Texas. It's a multifamily property with 2 beautiful houses, one of which was probably used by the musician and the other for visitors to make themselves comfortable when staying there. Both houses, built in 1940, have classic architecture and more than 2,600 square feet of living space. The clean designs of each room and the woodwork structures make the houses ideal for those who prefer a quiet and cozy life. There's a living room with beautiful French windows, as well as other family areas for spending time or watching TV. One of the kitchens has light-colored cabinets and countertops for preparing meals, while the other has a breakfast area. Other facilities include 2 luxury bathrooms, an open-plan dining area, and several bedrooms, including a spacious suite with high ceilings and a private balcony overlooking the treetops. Going outside, you can see that the residence is situated on a plot with abundant vegetation, which creates a pleasant and peaceful atmosphere to live in, just like other properties that belong to Robert Plant. The plot is around 17,800 square feet and is full of open spaces for outdoor leisure activities, as well as having verandas for gathering at any time of day and backyards that offer plenty of shade thanks to the trees. To live on this property, Robert Plant likely invested a lot of money. Although it's not known how much the musician bought the place for at the time, the property was last listed in 2016 for $1.9 million. Cars. Robert Plant is a rock star who has always been passionate about beautiful vehicles. The first car he is believed to have owned was a Jaguar XJ Series 1, a sedan with a refined design launched in 1968, which currently costs around $12.6 thousand. Another car in which Robert Plant has been seen is a Mercedes-Benz W140, an imposing classic vehicle, known for being a safe and well-equipped car, whose average price is estimated at $20,000. It is speculated that he also owned for 12 years a Buick Riviera Boat Tail, a luxury car with a distinctive and elegant design, which can be found for around $32,000. Going up a notch, the singer has been seen driving a Bentley Turbo R, a high-performance car equipped with a turbocharged V8 engine, capable of reaching a top speed of 143 miles per hour. And it's no wonder that the car is valued at around $39,000. The rock star has also posed next to his 1973 Range Rover Classic, an imposing first-generation SUV that stands out for its robust yet elegant appearance, as well as its excellent performance and off-road capabilities. And that's probably why this vehicle can cost more than $40,000. As for his farm, Robert Plant has added a GMC 3100 to his collection, a vintage pickup truck from the 1940s, designed especially for cargo work, which is worth around $42,000. Some sources also suggest that he once owned a Chrysler Imperial Crown, a stylish automobile capable of attracting attention wherever it goes, whose average price is around $50,000. Another car he has driven is a 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air, considered one of the most iconic vehicles of the time due to its revolutionary design. And it's no wonder that depending on the state of repair, you have to shell out around $65,000 for a model like this. Robert Plant also likes more modern cars and has been seen in an Audi A8, a beautiful luxury sedan from the German manufacturer. The interior of the car is very sophisticated, with an excellent finish and a super technological dashboard. And it's no wonder that to enjoy this vehicle, you may have to pay more than $90,000. The most luxurious car the singer ever owned was a 1965 Aston Martin DB5, an exquisite vehicle with a timeless design that has become very famous and sought after by classic car enthusiasts. And to give you an idea of the price, you can find a car like this costing more than $1 million. Luxury transportation. To get around in comfort, Robert Plant has always enjoyed luxurious transportation. He has, for example, been clicked aboard the Swanage Queen, a 127-ton vessel built in 1948, which is 101 feet long and travels at a speed of 10 knots. The boat was later altered and it is not known how much Robert paid to sail on it. When it came to air travel, the star used to travel in comfort in Led Zeppelin's aircraft, as the band became known globally for boasting one of the most iconic and luxurious planes of the 70s. To perform their concerts around the world, they had a private jet nicknamed the Starship, which was a Boeing 720B model plane that was customized to offer more comfort. This 4-engine aircraft seated up to 165 passengers in its original layout. The plane belonged to singer Bobby Sherman, who bought it in 1973 for $600,000 and spent another $200,000 refurbishing it especially to rent it out to Robert Plant and his bandmates. But the aircraft didn't end there. On his arrival in Batumi, Georgia, Robert Plant was seen in what appeared to be a Bombardier CRJ-200 from Global Reach Aviation. This is a business aircraft almost 88 feet long, powered by two low-consumption turbofan engines, which provide superior performance to others of the same size during journeys. The interior of the aircraft is spacious and can carry up to 50 passengers. And to rent an aircraft like this, you have to shell out around $18,600 per hour. Net worth. As one of the greatest artists of all time, it's no surprise that Robert Plant has made a lot of money during his career. Most of his fortune was built up after he joined the famous rock band Led Zeppelin. To give you an idea of the group's success, global album sales are estimated at more than 300 million records, not forgetting that they made a lot of money through touring and music royalties. Just with their hit Stairway to Heaven, for example, considered one of the greatest rock songs ever written, the group earned almost $80 million in royalties alone. As Robert Plant was one of Led Zeppelin's main songwriters, he probably earned a considerable share. As far as concerts are concerned, one of the rockers' most profitable gigs in 1977 netted $642,000, which converted to today's value representing $3,270 million. Although the band disbanded in the 1980s, it remains one of the most profitable to this day. To give you an idea, in 2022 the band's net worth was estimated at around $900 million. But Robert Plant's earnings aren't limited to Led Zeppelin. Outside the group, the musician has an immense discography. And although no one knows for sure what Robert Plant's fortune is worth, some sources estimate that today, at the height of his 75 years, the musician has a net worth of more than $200 million. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.